am Erica Olsen, and welcome to Inside SoCal. Today is an exciting day. The Grammy Awards are just hours away. The music, the fashion, the best in the business will be on display. But this morning, we're going behind the scenes at the Recording Academy, talking to an organization that saves musicians' lives.
MusiCares helps the people behind the music because music gives so much to the world.
MusiCares provides a safety net of critical assistance for people in music during times of need, benefiting those in the industry from behind the scenes to the names we know.
How are you able to impact lives and save lives?
Well, we're a safety net for anybody when time of need. They also come to us in moments of crisis, so a health crisis or a natural disaster has occurred, and MusiCares will be there for them.
Like the recent devastating wildfires, music industry professionals like John Chavez of Ground Control Touring, an independent booking agency with a roster of over 530 bands, have been directly affected as he and his family lost their entire home in the Eaton fire.
We left our house and we didn't think that we were going to be evacuating for the last time. The stuff that we packed when we evacuated wasn't, the family heirlooms and photos or anything like that. It was like school uniforms and lunch boxes. The level of destruction is still hard to wrap my mind around. There is not a single house standing on our block.
The Eaton fire, along with the Palisades fire and others, have rocked so many like John in the music industry.
There's thousands of music professionals, people who are writing the music, performing the music, recording the music, putting on those huge tours and festivals and these events that we see and celebrate music at, but there's thousands of people behind the scenes working to make that all possible for all of us who love music. And those are the people who have a hard time, they fall in tough times, they maybe don't make enough money to take care of their families, and those are the people that we're there for, the unseen, the unheard.
How do you try and let people know what's available to them?
Some people have the stigma or fear of asking for that help, or they think, it's not for me, it's for someone else who might have a greater need. But we're here for everyone in music. It's okay not to be okay and to be struggling, and to know that there really are resources there to help them. If you're facing trouble, if you're facing crisis, it's so hard to stay creative. It's so hard to think about what's next in my career. How do I make this next piece of music, right? So we want to make sure that people's basic needs are met so that we can keep that creativity flowing, so they can get back out on the road and we can keep the music alive. We got to take care of all those creatives here in LA.
People think of LA as like it's like a Hollywood town, like this is where the movie studios are. But LA is also pretty much the nexus of the music industry as well. Altadena, especially where I live, was a robust artist community, whether they're folks like me who are agents or lawyers or stuff that kind of work behind the scene versus, bands. Those bands are still on the road, still need people's support, still need folks to come out and spend money now more than ever.
So how can people support the music industry right now?
I mean, first and foremost, buying tickets to shows, supporting artists financially that you listening to at home. The most direct way to put money into artists' hands is to put money into artists' hands. Going to shows, buying merch, sharing that online, I think is the best thing to do.
But sometimes the little things help just as much. Someone
coming over to help build IKEA furniture, someone coming over to play with the kids for a couple hours, that sort of stuff that's less tangible in terms of or less physical, but is just as helpful as, clean t-shirts.
I'm a good babysitter. So if you need that
Don't put it out there.
And considering everything, John, I have to say, you seem very resilient. I mean, you're able to laugh and smile. I mean, how have you gotten to that point?
It's a weird thing to say, but I think that the idea that there's so many of us that are in a similar situation and we have this a little bit of community to draw on as we begin to figure out how to sort through things has been incredibly helpful. The idea that we're not in this alone.
For more information about MusiCares, head to kcalnews.com/InsideSoCal and click on what you saw. I'm Erica Olsen. We'll see you next Sunday.